So how I feel about being in quarantine for the last 6 weeks. At the beginning it was okay. I really enjoy like being all together all the time and like having dinner together like we used to do when my daughter was little. But now it's kind of like I got really tired of cooking so much and kind of miss eating out. And now I'm frying more food than what I usually like. I pay more attention of healthy foods, and now like just I just want to eat like I'm looking for comfort food more than anything. And I think that keeps, and then also I lost like my pattern of sleep. Like I'm sleeping during the day and during the night. For the life of me, I can't seem to fall asleep at all. And I think I finished all Netflix series because I'm very bored. My life has changed a lot because of social distancing. I'm very an affectionate person. I always greet people with a kiss and a hug, and it has changed a lot. I mean, mind you, I don't go out often. Basically, I've gone out once this past 6 weeks, and I saw somebody I know at a Wendy's, and my initial reaction was to go give her a hug, but like we both had the mask on and the gloves, so we just stared at each other, and it kind of affected me. Like it at that moment, it dawned on me that this was a serious situation, and yeah, it kind of has affected me. Now within my family, like within my husband and my daughter, is okay because we're fine here. I hug them as much as I can. I remember that it's the rumors started going like back in December, like late December, and I wasn't here in the country. I came back into this country like late January, and I kept hearing about it. Like for a moment, I thought it was something funny. We used to make jokes about it. We used to like at work, we used to like greet each other with our feet and just make a joke out of it. And then little by little after I was seeing so many people dying, the numbers of dead people growing, and a lot of people being sick. It has changed dramatically. I now feel a little bit of depression going on. Some people that we know has passed. We are church going people, and a lot of pastors are like gone with the Lord because of the virus, and it's kind of like really very dramatically sad for me now. I've noticed some changes in the neighborhood because it used to be the kids used to walk around more. Like it used to be more of a traveled street because we do have schools around this area and some preschools too. But now it's like empty. It's very quiet. It's very silent. Although it was a quiet neighborhood before, but it's gone dead. Let's say that. And people used to go out, to walk their dogs, mostly at the same time. And now you barely see anybody. It's been very silent. The outcomes of this crisis. I think we've learned a lot from this crisis. I think we were not ready as a country, or maybe as a whole world. We were not ready for something like this, although a lot of people thought about it or talked about it, but I don't think we were not ready. Maybe we are, as an outcome, we are going to think forward and start to get ready for something like this happening again. God willing, never again, but just to be ready, like doctors and nurses, to be ready to have the equipments required to treat people. And I think if we were to think about what can we learn personally or like spiritually from this crisis, is that it's difficult, but we can make it happen. Like we can continue to be strong through the situation, like feel good about the fact that we are alive and that we have our family together, and like whatever it is that we can have to eat, we're gonna eat it happily, rather than to be complaining or arguing constantly, but to just be grateful for the one day that we have to live. My thoughts on this crisis, like long term, I would say, like what can we get after this? Besides what I just said about the outcomes, I think that learning to live one day at a time will be a great learning experience for all of us as American citizens, as part of this nation. I mean, just living one day at a time. And one thing that I think everybody should learn in this country is that the essential workers, you know, the people that get up really early in the morning to just go make sandwiches for the people that go to work, you know, the people that work in delis and like they just go make very little money to just make coffee. These are the people that have kept this country running. And to be grateful for the healthcare community, like the nurses that I work have worked so hard, like so many hours. We have some friends that work in the hospital and they're in so much danger and they continue to go every day as many hours as necessary, and just be grateful and yeah, live one day at a time. Just be grateful for what we have, and then we never know, like people were alive in December and then the virus hit them in January and they're gone by April. And so it is better to live a life that is fully lived, like live it, enjoy it, every moment, every aspect of it, because you never know what could happen. God willing, coronavirus will not happen again. But if something else happens, just enjoy the life we have and live one day at a time.